Howdy fucking doody. Dead and laughing.
Yes, howdy fucking doody.
Dreds the clown here, and...
Wait, what? Oh yeah, you got it right that time. And Crude the corpse.
What a busy fun day today.
No shit. We actually got to meet Art the Clown and fucking self, which is actually fun. Oh, there's our guest. Yeah, look at that shit. He actually signed it and everything. That was fucking awesome.
What do you need to do?
But yeah. As usual, any music you hear does not belong to us. Right now we are playing from the band Vile. The album is Nightmare Before Kurzdorf. Yeah, I know, it sounds Russian.
Is it?
Just go ahead and look it up, I think. I don't know. Oh, video request.
Julie? Just tap the view.
That's for our guest.
View
Our
request.
guest today is
View request?
Scrojo?
No, right there.
I don't know if I fucked that
It
up.
says view request.
Where is it? Oh, sorry. Did you get it?
No, touch it.
No, you have to touch.
I just did it. Okay.
Yeah.
Go live.
There you go.
Yay! Oh shit!
Yay!
There we go. How's it going, guys?
Hi.
Good. Good to be on.
How's it going?
Going pretty good. How you guys doing tonight?
Great. It was really fun today.
Yeah. It was fun. We got to meet the Terrifier himself, Art the Clown. Got him to
Nice.
sign a piece that we collabed on this morning.
Let's see.
It was pretty fun.
Liking it. Definitely twisted. Very cool.
That's the same thing he said. He's like, "Oh, that's so good." He's like, "You're right. It's like Joker-ish. I love it." Like, think about that.
How's your Saturday? We don't know where you're based out exactly, so I don't know if you're a day ahead or a time difference.
I'm here in San Diego, so I'm on the West Coast. Are you guys West Coast or?
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, you're about an hour and a half away from us, so not too far.
Okay. Were you guys up in LA?
San Bernardino.
San Bernardino.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's not that bad.
Oh, like 45 minutes away from LA.
Depending on the
depending on
traffic.
traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah, depending on traffic, it's like right now it was pretty gnarly. So.
Oh
shit!
Nice.
Sorry.
What the hell was that?
I didn't know that was gonna happen. I got this beer called Damnation.
It's a nice name.
And it's, holy shit!
It's a Russian beer, and it's definitely a big surprise.
As soon as I took this,
Nice. It's in a beer and a salt weapon. Very cool.
yes, 2 for the price of 1.
If you're at a bar, make sure you grab this one. You know, all of them.
You get banged for your buck, dude. That scared the shit out of me. Oh my god!
Yeah.
All right.
Pretty good to start the weekend off with a beer injury.
Yeah, I got mine right here. Speaking of
Oh
beers.
fuck asylum, jeez.
Where's my?
The bottle opener was over here.
Here.
It was over here.
I don't know.
Well,
We'll figure it out later. Yeah, let's start with you, bud. Let's start with your name and what do you do exactly?
Okay, my name's Scrojo. I'm a freelance graphic artist, but mostly known for doing concert posters. I've been doing concert posters for 30 years, starting out as a teen, and working for Belly Up, House of Blues, Fillmore, venues around the globe. So that's what I'm known most for. Also spent some time working in the surf and skateboard industry, designing various stuff, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
wow.
cool.
So you have a long history, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was never, a thought of like, wow, this is what I'm going to do for a career. It was like, I just kind of, with most guys who do concert posters for a living, it was usually the same old story that, we started off designing posters for, our band or a friend's band, got noticed, and slowly snowballed into, a career. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I see that. So how?
Oh, good.
Well, no, I see some sketches. So how? Let's start from the beginning. How did that became about art and what
Dude,
inspired you?
every kid draws, just
True.
if you sit a kid down, exactly.
True.
And it's somewhere around third grade to fifth grade where some kids stop and some kids don't, and I'm just one of the ones who didn't stop, and that made all the difference. All technical talent is just repetition, and you just got to keep going. So yeah, and then it turned into, like I said, kind of doing some stuff for friends bands, and then what was it when the owners of Wax Research created Sticky Bumps, they had me do the label. I did it for $50, and the thing went on to sell, I think it was something like 13 million units.
Holy shit!
Exactly.
Holy fuck!
That's when I learned that you don't sell full rights for $50.
Yeah.
But no, super cool people. I'm happy that it was a success. Yeah, and just things snowballed, and like I said, I connected with a venue down here in San Diego, the Belly Up, and started doing a couple of posters, and a couple turned into more, and so now I've done posters for the Rolling Stones, Lady Gaga, Prince. So like I said, it all started off that little small, just doing stuff for friends, and just kept progressing from there.
Yeah, for sure.
Damn, that's fucking sick.
Yeah. Look, I sound impressive on paper, but yeah, the vast majority of the stuff just happens here in my garage, so it's not that glamorous.
Most of the best stuff doesn't happen in glamorous settings.
Exactly.
So that's fine. Don't worry about it. It's okay.
I'm not. I love working out of the garage. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, I wish I had space like that. I don't, which sucks. Yeah, if I had a garage, I'll be making masks again, because I got into mask making a couple years back, and it's definitely a messy process and need more space to pursue that more. But till then, I'm sticking with traditional art and digital, and yeah, that's the thing too. I got into digital recently, so I'm just gonna stick with that until I get enough space to start tackling other projects like mask making.
Yeah, that's the one that gets me when I talk to like some artist friends from back east, and because I want to get into doing my own screen printing, and they're like, "Oh, just use the basement." I'm like, "We do not have basements in California. We do not have just these large amounts of extra space just sitting around." So
that's true.
And if you have a basement, that is fucking rare. That is really rare.
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like the house has to be really, really fucking old to have a basement or something like that. I definitely trip out when people say they have a basement. I'm just like, what the fuck? A basement?
It's like, wow.
And I could think of as just like horror movies and shit like that when I think of a basement. So,
that's the first thing your brain goes to is like,
no, honestly,
there's some Evil Dead shit happening.
Exactly. That's why I'm kind of like, whoa, I gotta see that shit. I want to see how creepy your basement is. So.
Why does that sound dirty when you say it like that?
What?
I got to see how creepy your basement is.
I don't know.
Wow, sounds like you're hitting on a horror fan.
Okay. Yeah. So you say you're in your garage right now. Do you have any projects in there?
Jeez.
Or I mean,
here.
Anything really?
Yeah, we're tearing the stuff apart. But see if I can do this. Let's see if I can show. There we go. That was the one I did for the Rolling Stones for a secret show they did down here in San Diego.
Jeez.
Oh, see? Motherfucker. Hold on. Get clippers.
Must be down there. Damn, I can't put my shit. That sucks.
Here we go. This one's got a story to it. Okay. This Diva one, we see if I can see it.
Oh, you see the hats?
Yeah, this was a skateboard design for 16 skateboards. They're a subsidiary of Tracker Trucks. And we did the whole line of kind of quote unquote homages to different bands. And, it was basically a little knockoff series. Kind of came and went, forgot about it. But Devo saw this one, and I guess they've got the dome helmet trademarked. And so they came after with a cease and desist to Tracker. Tracker gave them the design without ever telling me. And then I'm in a record store a couple of years later, and I see a DVD of Devo, and it's got this artwork on it. I'm just like, what the fuck? And it's now become the second most used of design in the Devo catalog. So, you know, technically Devo ripped me off, ripping them off. But yeah, I love, you know, I love the band. You know, I'm glad I was just a little part of that history and stuff. But yeah, this was it's kind of just a double theft on that one. So
wow, instant karma.
Yeah, pretty much on that one. So
happened right away.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Well,
That's pretty funny, actually.
so do you do any other merch besides prints and all that, or how does?
Yeah, just right now I'm just trying to stick to prints mainly, just because I mean, t-shirts just once again fucking, you know, space, get extra space, you know, hold inventory in Southern California.
Right.
You know, like I said, I used to work for a bunch of little grassroots skateboard and surf companies, and that was always the killer. Just, you know, trying to do a t-shirt design and like how many, you know, smalls you run, how many mediums, how many large and extra larges, and if you're off, then fuck, you're just sitting with, you know, boxes and boxes of these, you know, unsold t-shirts. So whereas you know, with the prints, pretty much, you know, there's just a couple sizes, and you know, everything's source flat. So that's why I'm liking just doing the prints right now. But I don't know, if ever the opportunity comes up, you know.
So you think prints sell faster than shirts then?
Depends on well, actually, well, depends on the area. I know back east that and it depends on the band too. Like, you get a jam band, for some reason the jam band's fan base love posters, absolutely live for posters. You can sell, you know, a couple hundred easily at a show. Here in SoCal, or like, you know, get a punk show, you're lucky if you can sell 5 posters at a punk show. But yeah, you know, with a t-shirt, you know, everyone's, you know, easily going to throw down $25-$35 for a t-shirt at a show. So it all depends. But yeah, I know for, you know, myself, and also too, you know, some of the bands I work with just love just being able to have like one box that, you know, just lays flat and use that as their merch. But yeah, things are changing. There's a lot more bands getting into posters for the merch aspect of it than there were before.
Yeah, because we have merch ourselves, but we're still trying to figure out what sells faster than others. So we're trying to get, you know, insight on other vendors like you and so forth, different artists, and get their aspect of
for me
how
right
it
now,
works.
Southern California sucks for poster sales. I'll be the first to admit that. You know, you go Pittsburgh and to the East Coast, definitely, you know, posters sell like crazy. You guys got a great image, so yeah, just something with that on, you know, poster I know would sell well.
Yeah, that's
thank
interesting.
you.
Yeah, thank you. Because, like I said, we're still learning the learning curve is what we're doing right now, and we're trying to figure out things how they work and all that. So we just want to pick at people's brains and see what works and what doesn't work. And
okay. Also, too, the nice one with your guys' look that, you know, you can break it down and either just do one color or 2 color, you know, t-shirt designs. That's the one that freaking, you know, kills most bands when they come up with this idea, you know, for like 6 to, you know, 8 color print, and you know, you're dead with printing costs before you even get out the door. So, you know, anytime you can just print, you know, well, like your shirt, just print white on black, it's gonna sell well. It's cheap to, you know, produce. So
yeah, because we did do simple colors, which was what, red, black.
It's just red. No, it was just red and white on a black shirt.
Okay, yeah. So
yeah, see, that's another one too. Just 2 color, 2 passes. You know, simple. You just got cheap for production. Looks great. Can't go wrong with that color combination. So, you know, that's definitely try and keep that, you know, just 1 or 2 colors, keep your production costs low, and it's hard to go wrong.
true.
And then yeah, like I said, just start off with, you know, extra larges and larges, and then just toss in a couple of double XLs and you know, a couple mediums, and see how things sell.
Yeah, so that's definitely some good advice. So I'm glad
the other bit of advice too: make sure to go to the printer and try on whatever t-shirt, you know, they're printing on. It's, I don't know, for some reason the sizes have been getting smaller lately, and especially when they've moved to kind of these unisex cuts and stuff. So yeah, that's the picture that, you know, you'll get an extra large and it fits like a, you know, a small or large. So test drive the shirts first, make sure they're, you know, the size you want before, you know, putting in an order.
Oh, I guess we got lucky.
Yeah.
Because the shirts that we actually ordered, they're perfect size. Only
Nice.
thing is, we put it on there like they're 100% cotton. So if you get it, just remember it's 100% cotton. It's gonna fucking shrink.
Yeah.
So yeah, just just look it up before you buy it. That's about it. Because one of our viewers actually told me that my shirt shrank. It like it was the wrong size. It was Matthew. And I asked him like, did you throw it in the dryer because that's 100% cotton? He just looked at me. He's like, fuck. Like, I told you it's 100% cotton. You already knew. So, yeah.
Well, these are some of the prints that we have going on.
Cool.
So we're doing this.
You guys design those yourself, or you have someone else do them?
No, we did them ourselves. He
Nice.
mostly did them.
Cool, man.
You just slap that shit to the side. That's sick. You did one for Anthrax as well. I'm looking at it right now. It's a gas
That was
mask.
one. At House of Blues. That was I like that one.
Hold up, I'm trying to.
Yeah, so I'm wondering, how many do you think, just right at the top of your head, how many bands, musicians do you think you actually made posters for? Because for that long, I'm pretty sure you have a lot.
There's definitely from the late 80s through 90s, most of that stuff just got destroyed. But I know I've designed over 3,000 posters. So yeah, I know. Yeah, it definitely gets a little overwhelming. So yeah, say definitely, I've easily designed for over 1,000 bands and artists.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm a little jealous. Just a little bit. But
it's not all quality stuff. There's definitely some shitty ones in the batch. So and fucking at one point, I can't say who, but we had one musician. She got to the show, saw the poster, and was so pissed off that she was refusing to go on stage.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so
because of the poster.
Because of the poster, she thought I made her look like Frankenstein. And
what the fuck?
Wasn't that? I was just young, and it was a shitty illustrator at the time. So. But yeah, 99% of the time I've had great response from the posters. But yeah, every now and then you just get, somebody who just, is a little full of themselves or actually the great one, what was it? A band called Marching Forth. And, the venue usually sends me, a ton of stuff at the same time. So I'm just, running through, just trying to like do a little read on their bio, just get an idea and just bump out a poster. And all I saw was the word burlesque. So I'm like, okay, cool. Get little, titties and dancing girls. I'm like, sure, toss that. I fucking missed before it said family friendly burlesque. So I've got this little titties all down to dancing around. Yeah. And I had a mom just write me the nastiest letter. Just so, yeah.
That's funny. So do you do recommend doing a thorough research and all that
at least more than 2 seconds of research into that.
Otherwise, the kids are going to see some titties, and it's not on purpose.
No, I've had a few of those where I just kind of looked and like, I think I figured it out. And like, fuck, just not even close to the band. But
that still sounds awesome. Dude, we're looking at the Addicts poster you made for House of Blues. Yeah. Just the way it looks, the face looks eerie, but I fucking love it.
Nice. Yep, little funky monkey on that one.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, actually, they hired me out at one point. They'd only had like shitty JPEGs of the original monkey face, and we're talking about updating it. And so I updated it, and actually, honestly, it just looked too slick, too clean, and so they ended up going back to the original one. But nice guys. That was a fun one.
That is awesome.
Wow, that's sick. Jinx.
I grew up on all the old, the original first wave of punk stuff. So I love being able to do stuff for the Addicts.
So Addicts, Sex Pistols. I was about to say Sex Pistols. What the fuck?
Yeah, I was still about 10 years old when they broke up. So yeah, it was a little before me, but Dead Kennedys. That was a big one that I'd been a huge fan as a kid, and I've gotten to do I think three posters for him. So yeah, not with Jello, unfortunately, but still a Dead Kennedys.
That's still sick. That's still awesome.
Yeah.
Hopefully I get some cool commissions like how you've been having throughout your whole career? Because, like I said, I got into digital, and my friend already told me to do his album cover, which I finished, and hopefully I can continue to have more commissions. So
Yeah.
this is really a big inspiration for me when it comes to the digital world.
Yeah, that's the big advice I always give everybody. Just make sure to charge, even if you're doing something for a friend. Charge them. Hey, you owe me. Come over to my house and help me. Build something. Trade time for time, but just never do something for free. Especially in this industry, you're going to get these promoters that come like, oh, it's going to be great exposure. And I found that the job is just exposure to more people who want stuff for free. And if you start doing that, and like I said, the more you do, as a professional, you'll naturally gravitate and just get more stuff rolling in. Always one of the first questions people ask is like, how do you get to do stuff like, for Rolling Stones? And like, because you start off doing stuff for the little garage bands around town, or, the little tour
True.
band, and, that slowly but surely goes up. There's not really any quick way just straight to the top. But like I said, for my story, it's started doing bands that, not always like, but, enjoy making posters. And then since then, I've gotten to do the Addicts. I've gotten to do Dead Kennedys, Social Distortion, Rolling Stones. Keep going back to that one, but fuck, it's the Rolling Stones.
They're a big fucking name.
Yeah.
It's sick.
Jeez.
Yeah, you're up there.
I see you did one for Hole too.
Yes.
That was just random.
Yeah.
I seen Beetlejuice. I was like, wow, that's sick. And then I seen Hole. I was like, whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah, did not meet Courtney on that one, but yeah, talked to her guitarist on that one. I guess she really liked it, so that was. Or actually, I've done 3 for Hole. So, or no, I'm sorry, 1 for Hole and 2 for Courtney. I forget. Like I said, 3,000. It gets a little confusing.
It's okay. We'll forgive you.
Thank you.
You have a lot. We didn't realize you had that many. Holy shit.
Yeah, right now, I mean, you guys saw me through Instagram, and up until this last year, I don't know, I just really didn't put much effort into having a social media entity, and then it was kind of suggested with COVID that I start working on it, and I didn't want at first just start to throw the posters up there so I can go to the website and see it. So I've been pulling out some of the elements, redesigning it. I'm also finding pretty quickly that the stuff with nipples and pot references get attention. So when I can, I'll toss that in, and yeah.
Oh yeah.
Alice in Chains, dude. That's sick.
Your cats.
Yeah, I was bummed they didn't go for that one.
They didn't?
Nope. I don't know. I usually don't find out why. It's just it's completely usually binary. Either like, oh, we love it, or nope, not happening. So
Wow.
And that's the other big one too in this industry. You can't take the stuff personally. Designs get rejected all the time. It's just subjective opinion. Oh, actually, I can share this one. This is a great one. Remember, I did a poster for the venue for the band The Church, and had like some nude woman on it. Put it up there, and I got an email from a fan just completely disgusted and said I had nothing to do with the band whatsoever, and just blah blah. And literally the next email was from the band wanting to use it on their Australian tour. So I'm like, yeah.
Hey, I was like, bam, well, there you go.
Exactly. Well, now it does have something to do with the band. So yeah, I mean that's it. It's I've had designs I thought like, oh, this is great. The band's gonna love it. They'll probably use it as a logo, and it's just been like, no, not happening.
Yeah, well, that's good that you said that designs do get rejected. So
It's either yes or no. And
Yeah.
it gives me at ease to know that it does happen. So
Oh, here's another tip too. When working with bands, make the rule I only deal with one person, whether it be the lead singer or the manager. Or, usually it's the manager, but from my experience, literally, it gets nuts. You get every single member of the band calling in with completely contradicting, ideas on what the design's supposed to look like. So just get one person.
okay.
Yeah. I like to joke that the Mexican flag was designed by a band because it's full like, okay, we're gonna have red, white, and green stripe. Okay, that's cool, and an eagle. Okay, that's badass. And he's fighting a snake on a cactus. I'm like, well, dude, no, we've gone too far.
The cactus. We need this. We need this.
That is so fine. You try and design a poster for a band, they get it, and like, yeah, we're gonna have it. There's gonna be our Freddie, Freddie in the background, and he's like holding a bong, but it says that snake, and he's like, no, we're not having Freddie on there, man. Pick one idea, one thought you want to express, and that's it. I will express it.
True. That's sick. So, with your process, do you sketch it out traditionally, or how does it
Yeah, usually most of the time I'll do kind of a tight concept draft, scan it in, and then do all the coloring in Illustrator. So it's all vector art. It's small file sizes. It can be sent anywhere. It can be blown up. The size of a wall, and still keep a relatively small file size. And all the lines crystal clear. Don't have to worry about resolution. So that's the way I do it.
Not bad. All of your work is like really smooth.
Yeah,
Like, the lines are clean as fuck. Everything is just so neat, so tidy. I know sketching it out is just like, yeah, you're trying to figure it out, but your end product is clean as fuck.
Thank you, sir.
You're
Although every
welcome.
now and then I I'll just scan in the pencil draft and just burn that out and use that. It has a nice little aesthetic to it sometimes, but all depends. All depends on mood and the band and what's hopefully going to attract the potential fan for the band.
That Nosferatu Fright Night actually looks sick.
Oh shit!
In the coffin and everything, I was just
Nice. Yep.
that looks really sick from 2013.
Yeah, it was. What was it? The Libertyville High School. Kind of cool. They hired me out every year to do a commemorative poster for their high school band. So kind of like doing that. Just give a little back to.
Shit.
That was for a high school?
That was for high school. Yep.
What the fuck?
That's a lucky fucking high school, dude. That's awesome. If I went to a high school, I would have stole every single copy I've seen of that. I'd be like, dude, I'm putting this shit everywhere.
Well, and there's the great, because for me, I still love posters being used as promotion. I think that's most of the posters designed today are designed for merchandise, but still, I still want them getting out. But yeah, like I said, the great paradox in that is if you design a really great poster, by half an hour after you put it up, somebody's come through and taking it down. So
yeah. Like somebody like me.
Yeah, I mean, I did a few times.
Just take this shit. Man, this shit's sick.
yeah.
I know.
Although
exactly
now
what you're gonna do.
the big one too, whenever designing a poster, then you've got to think also in 1080 by 1080 pixel formats. They're going to want it, done for Instagram or social media use. And now you're getting a bunch of bands too that want to get some kind of animation going on it too. So there's different levels that you got to start thinking about when you're in a design.
Oh, for social media, have it to be
Yeah.
a little animated at certain
Yeah,
spots.
so you always got to think when you're designing it, how can I pull out some element and reformat it to square format for 1080 by 1080. Is there anything on here that I could do a quick little animated loop on that would give us some action or motion going on? So
That's interesting.
It gives it that little bit more extra attention if you see something.
exactly, and that's what the bands are gravitating towards now, and that's what eventually they're going to start kind of demanding you do. But then you can charge a little bit more for doing the work, and if you're somebody who can pull off all that, then managers and bands are going to gravitate you to do more stuff.
Oh well, now
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Damn, you really have been tossed around. Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Oh shit! Did they use that?
You've been all over.
Yeah,
Wow.
That's sick. Please tell me that was a yes.
Yeah.
yes.
Nice.
Oh man. So you say you've been doing it for quite some time. Has it changed dramatically since?
Oh yeah.
From back in the days and.
Yeah, I started getting in the 80s, and I was like fucking a big fan of the Punk Flyers, that came out. And I think one of the big ones, the first change during my time was Frank Kozik out of Austin. Started doing these big, huge, screen printed posters, but with just the most warped sense of humor, just Hanna-Barbera characters, shooting up drugs and just all this nut stuff. And it was great for me because it was the combination of the two things I love that had, this punk aesthetic to it, but with all these bright hippie colors to it, and just it flowed. So most of the guys who were doing this from, my generation, Frank was the big influence that, got us into doing it. And like I said, at that time, it was just promotion. But then Frank was the one that came up with the business model of, hey, I'll do the, poster for a couple bucks, but I reserve the right to sell the poster afterwards, and then that became the way of, generating. So, because venues and bands tend to be cheap. So if you can come in with, this low, rate to get in, but, make your money on the backside, it's good. best happens when you can connect with a band itself, work together designing it, and then sell it, as combination at their merch booth at the show. That's when everyone makes that well. But okay, starting from the beginning, it was great that in the beginning there was just for promotion. There wasn't really too much thought about a poster being for merch, so I could get away with putting anything on a poster as long as it got attention.
True.
Yeah, and like I said, there was a lot of just really inappropriate posters coming out for bands that should have had something different. But hey, live to learn on that one. And yeah, now there's definitely the change more towards the merch. Making sure everything's screen printed, limited edition. Another interesting one too that's changed is it's been the death and rebirth of the album art. Because it's funny now that literally back in the 70s, album cover artists made 4 times what labels pay for an album today. It's actually, the price is decreased.
Shit.
Yeah, that's. But part of it too was that it was such a specialized field that not everyone can do it, and now anyone who's got any kind of graphic software on their computer can slap together, theoretically can slap together an album cover. But there was that. There was also too, if it was first with CDs, that then it switched from having this, this big elaborate artwork to then just being like a photo of the star or the band. And then when we started, getting into, more digital mode, it started dying off. But the funny one now is that vinyl's coming back. And with it too, you're getting more labels now wanting to, get more artwork on, for the LP. So it's, like I said, it's made a complete 180, gone from something that was almost completely dead to now having a big revival. So that's another difference in the industry from when I started to what it is now.
That's
Damn.
Yeah, that's very interesting. The vinyls are coming back.
Yep.
Well, I knew they were still lingering around, and I did question why, because I never really met anybody that collected them, so I just assumed they were dying off completely. So
No, they're not dying off. There's a lot of people that collect vinyls.
But now that you said, it's like, wow, I guess
Yeah.
they're moving up again. So, which is cool. It's really great to see them move up again.
Yeah. Not huge, but vinyl actually outsells CDs. So
Yeah, now.
yeah.
What the
Yep.
fuck?
Because most shit is getting downloaded or vinyl.
Yep. That's pretty much it.
Because I remember when I was younger, when I was a little kid, there were still people that were collecting vinyl. It wasn't that many, but like I have a cousin who's a DJ. He has so many fucking vinyls.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have another cousin. She's not a DJ, but she's been collecting them for so damn long. I think she has like 2 storages, big storages filled with boxes and crates of vinyls, and they're fucking old, from original Black Sabbath, original Hendrix,
Nice.
dude, just all the way through. They're all clean as fuck, and then there wasn't those people that were actually collecting them still, but now I'm starting to see it a lot more.
Yeah.
We even know a couple now, and even
Yeah,
he
now.
collect them. It's like as soon as they see them, now you could just go to fucking Walmart.
Yeah.
And you could find a bunch of them. It's like, wow, fuck. So many people are getting vinyls now. Why? I always hear like, oh, it sounds so much better on a vinyl.
Actually, there's always a big debate, whether digital or vinyl is, better or whatever. But the thing that I miss with vinyl, being a kid of vinyl, was that every little pop or scratch in it kind of made yours specific to you. That was, your album had that pop just at one spot or, stuff. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's true. I never thought about that.
Yeah, me either. It's right now.
I never thought about it because I had an original Pink Floyd The Wall album,
Mm-hmm.
vinyl, and whenever we played it, like we played it multiple times, and as soon as you would hear a certain, like, if there was like a little thing, we were like we got so used to it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. So whenever I'm hearing it, and like it's been a while since I actually listened to it, like I actually sat down and really listened to it. But whenever I'm hearing it, I'm still thinking like I'm gonna hear that little.
Exactly. I got the Sex Pistols Bodies on mine. It has a big pop right at the beginning, so as soon as I hear that intro, I keep just waiting for that pop. That's mine. That's my vinyl.
Yeah, that's mine.
Yeah. Oh, you found? Oh, wait a minute, you gotta find it.
Yeah.
He didn't find the bottle opener, so he's using pliers.
Using pliers. Gotta
Nice.
use somebody to get to that beer, man.
Aren't you fucking handy?
Oh yeah, I'm handy, all right.
That's sick. You even did one for the Big Lebowski?
Yeah, I was gonna say that right now. You did that, and I see the rough rough
dude.
sketch.
Okay. Yeah, that one was for a show, pretty cool, cool up in Berkeley at the, God, I think this is the Pacific Cinema Museum. But yeah, they project on the side of this big 2-story wall right in the middle of downtown Berkeley. So that was cool. And that's the interesting one that it started with the Alamo Draft House out in Austin, and started taking the same kind of theory of, gig poster. You do a poster for an individual show, but doing it for movies. So you started doing, posters for individual showings of movies. And I know Alamo Draft House is taken off and been huge. The Motion Picture Association has a standing order for one of every poster they do for their archives. But yeah, it's taken off now to where it's this whole almost underground art movement going on of alternative movie posters. And I think it's a good thing too, because the movie posters over the last couple decades have it's all become this formulaic, the floating heads of the stars,
True.
And it was kind of funny. Focus Features hired me out to work on Dave Chappelle's block party for the poster on that one.
Mm-hmm.
And super nice people. Went up there and we had this great meeting. We talked about the glory days of movie posters and how it's gone downhill, and you had some great ideas. Right there in the meeting, I tossed together some concepts that they're into. It was a little different. Dave Chappelle had just basically funded to have this amazing concert in the middle of Brooklyn, and they'd filmed it and made it into a movie. So cool. I do it, and everyone at Focus was great. Everything's good. And then it got to the advertising department, completely shut down everything that I'd worked with for them, and the end poster was literally everything they said they didn't want. It was, once again, just all the floating heads. But that's the nature of the beast. But fortunately, like I said, we've now got this underground movement of all these alternative movie posters coming out. That's just some really amazing work coming out.
Yeah, it's.
Wow.
I
didn't know that, and that's fucked up.
Do the concept? Do they pay you for your troubles? I guess. Do they do that, or just?
Oh yeah, no, I got paid well, and I got paid really well on that one. Yeah, they were happy what I did. They just didn't use it. That actually happens a bunch. When you get to some of the larger corporations. I can't say who it was, but there was one very large corporation that you'd know hired me out to do a poster. I did it. They literally came back the first one and said, "Oh, it's perfect." And then I got, well, we've showed it to the head of grassroots marketing and just needs this one change. And then they showed it to his boss and he did another change. And literally when you're dealing with a corporate job, I found that whenever it has to be shown to someone, they always come back with one change. And this thing ended up going through 72 changes, which was great because after the third one, I got paid for each change.
Wow.
Exactly. I think I ended up making $23,000 off something that literally ended up being an orange box. So that's a creative of working in the corporate world. Yeah, exactly.
But hey, I can do as many changes as you want. Just let me know.
And that's another good one too. First, whenever you're working on some design, just let it be known. 3 or 4, changes. This is fine. This is normal. Be expected. But after that, charge for every change afterwards.
Yeah, because it's becoming a different thing now. It's a different project at that point.
Yeah, and literally too, if there's no charge for them, they're going to come back like, "Oh, can you move this over a little bit? Oh, can we see it in orange?" And if you say, "Oh yeah, it's $500," you're like, "No, we're good with that."
So that makes sense to do that strategy and then plus it's your time as well, and you don't want to keep dicking around and whatnot.
Yeah, no, definitely that's a big one. It's kind of nice. I get to go talk to a local university about once or twice a year. And I try and talk on the pragmatic realities of working, creatively and, as a business. And, that's one of the big ones too, is that, make sure, to charge for changes that, that there is, there's clear. The other big one too, in this business, deadline is king. That's, it doesn't matter how good. A good design on time definitely beats a great design that's late. So,
Wow.
I'm definitely taking notes from all this because, like I said, I'm getting into it. So
yeah, and like I said, once you get in, it is a blast. It is a lot of fun to work in this industry. Pain in the ass sometimes too. Definitely be honest, but
yeah,
I love what I do. I absolutely love it.
that's it.
Well, what job isn't a pain in the ass?
Yeah.
True.
Even if you love it, eventually it's going to be a pain in the ass, but you still love it.
Yeah.
Dude, The Fly. That looks sick.
That is.
Oh, that was
sick.
yeah. So yeah, another alternative movie poster for the digital cinema down here in San Diego. So, but that was, that's the fun one too. Of because the original Fly poster, that's a pretty good one. It's got that the little transportation egg kind of thing. But
Yeah.
so you want to do something that's unique. You just don't want to recreate what's happening. Also too that for me, I don't want to just recreate a scene from the movie, but I still want to have something that gets the feel of it. And that was fun. I actually stumbled across some old medical photos of the internal organs, and then it's like oh yeah, I was able to scan that in and add the wings, and just everything just came out nice.
It makes sense because the movie deals with biology, with the anatomy changing and all that, so it makes sense to have that exposed because it's about the body changing, which makes sense.
Now I'm a big David Cronenberg fan of the whole body horror and
yeah.
First thing that came to mind for me was we just seen the Cramps poster that you did for them for House of Blues, and then seeing this, it made me think about one of their songs.
Human Fly?
The Human Fly.
Nice. That one, oh god, that's one of the ones I fucking love. The Cramps, one of my all-time favorite bands, and that was one. If I really really like a band and I get to do a poster, I usually choke. Just because I start getting a little too nervous, like I want it to be end all be all, and that one's not too bad. I've definitely had worse, but looking back, there's just some things I wish I would have done differently. But still, I still got to do a poster for the Cramps, so I'm happy on that one.
Yeah,
wow,
like you said, you've been around with different.
You've been tossed around everywhere.
Yes, I have.
Not with just music, but just with like other companies, like Harley Davidson is in here as well.
Yeah.
Some skate stuff.
Yeah.
Movie posters.
Yeah, it's
wow.
sick. It's really sick, and I was looking forward to this interview because I wanted to ask questions and see how it is in that field. So
okay, well that's the two. The joke is if you want to be a successful artist, you can either A, be dead, or B, then you've got to be prolific and versatile, and that's so.
Well, you're not dead.
Yeah, exactly. I went the B option. B options worked a lot better for me, but that's the thing. Either your stuff's got to be completely rare, or and especially like I said, if you're going to work in the commercial and corporate world and stuff, that you got to be able to change. It's nice you can't get guys who've been very successful with one style, like Shepard Fairey. I'm stoked for his success and stuff, but for most people, like I said, you got to be versatile. You got to be able to change up the style a little bit.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna take it into
Is that beer already hitting you?
No, I just barely
Really
sipped
super
it. I'm gonna just note them. I note them. Okay, I'm gonna see what's that. I'm gonna note them.
Well, that beer is 11.0.
Yeah, it is.
He's gonna get fucked up.
Yeah.
He's gonna fall asleep on my couch. I'm gonna have to deal with him snoring, just ripping ass on that couch and just fucking making it smell.
Does not sound like it'd be the first time.
Oh no, I've done it too.
Okay.
So it's okay. It's just I feel bad for my couch.
Were you ever were you doing I guess like conventions or events before? Were you doing were you vending at spots before or no?
No, and I got kind of a weird love-hate relationship with Comic-Con. I used to go to one of my best friend's uncles was one of the original organizers. So I used to go down there when I was a kid and never thought about, anything about a business opportunity. We used to just go and raise hell and it was fun. And then, now it's exploded into this huge, entity. And I actually tried the last few years to get in, but there's literally a 5-year waiting list, or before COVID, there was a 5-year waiting list, to get in. So starting to look around to some of the other options. Brian Ewan's been really helpful and kind of pointing out some of the better ones. Obviously, COVID, threw a cog in the wheel on that one. But yeah, before that, the only ones I did, there's one Flat Stock, which was the poster artist convention, and it was part of Bumbershoot in Seattle, South by Southwest, Pitchfork. So did that, and it's good that you get your stuff out there, but after hotel and flight and stuff, you usually come away with a couple hundred extra in pocket, which not bad. I mean, it's not a loss, but still you could probably just make more just staying at home. So yeah, long story short, not at the moment. Yes, I am looking into Designer Con. I am looking into some of the other non-San Diego, ironically, some of the non-San Diego Comic Cons, and just see where it goes. Yeah,
But
not so much for the music stuff, but definitely for the movie posters. I think that would be a good sell.
Definitely. Yeah. We have heard that a lot of people tend to go towards like horror mostly. Like they'll look at different artwork, but mostly they'll lean towards more horror artwork.
Yeah.
At least that's what we've heard from different guests and different people we've talked to. So, yeah, shit.
No,
I think for your work, I don't think it's gonna matter. They're gonna look at it like, wow.
Yeah. I'd also
like right now, I'm looking at Betty Page, and even though she's a cartoon, if I was a cartoon, well,
you'd be all up in
that one was pretty cool because that was actually the official print through the Betty Page estate. Because it's another one that I grew up. I remember just seeing, didn't know who she was at first. As a kid, this lady with the funky bangs, naked, that kept popping up, and then it was in the 80s that Jim Silk and Dave Stevens started, putting her in comic books, and she just had this, huge revival, which then too, she didn't even know about until years later. And it was, I think Dave Stevens and Hugh Hefner that were able to start getting her money for her image and stuff. So she actually, before she died, she was able to find out how famous she'd become. But yeah,
wow.
that poster was an official release through the Betty Page estate. So I was stoked that.
Dang.
Yeah.
Wow, nice. That's really sick.
Yeah.
That story for Betty Page, that's a sad one too.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a sad one.
Oh,
I don't even know what the hell's true because we weren't there.
Exactly.
But,
I never talked to her directly. Yeah. So.
But yeah, just the shit we heard, the shit we like documentaries and shit. Like you really don't know. Maybe they could have just tossed some shit in there to make it sound worse than it actually was, or maybe it was worse than they actually said. You never fucking know.
Oh, that's another one you just reminded me too about this industry that everyone thinks it's actually pretty rare that I'll have contact or hang out with a band. Like I said, most of the time the poster's designed a couple months before the show. The things coming up. Also too, you get a touring band. They come through. They're probably exhausted after driving all night. The last thing they want to do is have some guy like, "Hi, I designed your poster. Love me."
Well, too bad.
Yes, I have hung out with bands. Yes, I have partied, but the vast majority of the time, no. It's just straight business. You do it, send it off, and yeah.
No, but that makes sense.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to, yes, there is the opportunity to be able to hang out or go to the shows every single night. So
that's fucking sick. That is awesome.
I think you just made him a little wet. Just hearing that,
it's good because
I know who I'm hoping for.
once again, that's a great way to start. That if you, like I said, never do it for free, but if you want to do it for exchange for just unlimited passes in the club, that's a great way to start doing posters.
Well, there we go. I gotta what's up?
You gotta sell more than just your time.
Yeah.
That's...
Took me a second on that one.
All right, we're down to 10 minutes.
Damn, already?
Yeah, I know. Time flies, definitely with us.
Nice.
Is there any shout-outs, any handles that you want to put out that people can reach you for commissions or for prints and all that?
If anyone's interested in hiring me, just go to scrojo at scrojocom. Ironically, that actually goes to the D King Gallery first, who handles me and handles the business side of it. Shout outs, my buddy Brian Ewing. He's got something coming up that I worked together a little bit on him. So also too, nice guy, an amazing artist. Shit, I should know a lot more people, but I don't. So yeah, there's just me and Ewing right now. Just that. No, don't look at anyone else's artwork. And
Nice.
what I'm hoping for, like I said, right now I'm just doing, you know, like slowly but surely just trying to build up, you know, following on Instagram. But I'm hoping once I hit, you know, a certain amount that I can then start putting something in, like customized different prints that, you know, would, you know, have enough audience to like pay for, you know, if I can get enough to where I can cover shipping costs, then I can kind of customize things a little, or not shipping costs, but printing costs, then kind of customize. That right now is the goal right now, to use Instagram, try and build a following so that then I can start doing some more just straight art prints.
Wow. But you hear that? Follow this man.
Exactly.
Yeah. He also has, I believe you have a website on your bio as well, right?
Yeah, that's the scrojo.com. Once again, that goes through the DKing gallery,
Oh, okay.
which we desperately need to update. We will.
Shit,
But yeah,
we had a website.
That actually, okay, don't look at the portfolio side. That is seriously out of date. But yes, look on the poster side. That's, you know, it's got, probably doesn't have all 3,000, but no, it's got at least 2,500 posters on there. Yeah. And
just that number alone.
I know. It's just, yeah.
I can't, like, I meant, if you were to add up the hours, I can't imagine the number, what it would be. What the fuck?
We just came across the Ronald McDonald pinup.
Oh yeah,
dude!
Oh
holy
yeah,
shit!
Damn,
that's for you.
Yeah,
yep.
I'm down. If I was a cartoon.
Yep, that one got some good attention.
He's gonna look you up later and make his own keyboard sticky.
Nice.
That is cool though. That's funny.
Yeah, the fact that it was yelling and popped that at us.
Yeah, and we went right by it too. It's right by the Gene Simmons kid.
Yep.
So we're like, what the fuck? How did we miss that?
Great work, man.
Oh,
Your
wow.
work is amazing.
Hello, Satan.
It's like he said, it's really smooth, and it's everything's, you know, where it's supposed to be at. Like, it just looks really good.
Boobies.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's sick, dude. Yep. That's fucking sick.
The Bride of Frankenstein. I don't know. I think it's because I like those movies. I like the old black and white movies too. Mm-hmm. That one just like stands out to me. It's like, damn, that shit looks sick.
Nice.
That's really sick.
That looks really nice. And her nipples electrified. That makes it better. It'd be like sucking on a battery.
Yeah. Yeah, the eye wasn't drawn there in the beginning. You know, make sure to throw in a couple lightning bolts just to really nail home where the focus point's supposed to go. Yeah.
Oh, it's focused.
It's focused.
It's a cartoon, but it's focused. Oh shit.
Man. That is awesome.
Yeah, I can't believe time flew by that fucking fast.
Yeah, no, it's already 53.
Yeah. I'm perpetually getting in arguments with my daughter when she's like, Dad, that's not appropriate. I'm like, it's appropriate for the band. It is appropriate for the band.
It is. It is. I'm surprised it's on there because usually Instagram tends to be anal about things. And
actually, when it comes down to artwork now, you can have nipples in your artwork.
Is that right?
Yeah, but you cannot have like intercourse.
How the fuck did you find that out?
An artist another artist I follow, posted about it because his work kept getting taken down. Okay. So he posted about it saying that it's okay. They made it so it's okay so the artwork can have nipples and hoo-ha. But it's fine to have it, but you cannot show intercourse. You cannot show actual intercourse or, it's listed. Sucking, fucking, fingering, all of that shit. You cannot have any of it. Cannot have any of that, but you can show, I guess, nipples now.
Well, the way it's supposed to, like, you can have a.
Hey, that's why that piece that I made, that girl with her legs up in the air with the laughing cross jamming in her. Yeah, that's why that one got taken down because it's actually going in her.
Makes sense.
But if it didn't have that, it's like, okay, it's just cartoon nipples.
Exactly. Yeah, and right now I'm definitely flying into the radar. As far as I know, as far as Instagram goes. Yeah, I'm kind of curious about that because the only one I saw is like, oh, you can have a photo of art with nipples, but you can't have nipples. And I'm like, okay, does this? Yeah, I think I think I'm safe. This is kind of like a photo. Yeah, so yeah, no one said anything to me yet about it. So the only thing I got nailed for was when I first came on. just to try and artificially, get a following going. I just fucking liked everything. I just got on there and just hit the like button. And I guess, yeah, if you do more than 350 in a single hour, they shut you down for a couple
What
weeks.
the fuck?
Yeah.
Really?
Know.
Yeah.
Now I know.
What the hell?
Why?
I'm gonna test that theory.
No, don't test it.
If you go, because the weird one, I couldn't do any captions. I couldn't do any likes or any comments, but I could still post images. So if you go back and some of my early posts on there, there's just a post like, I'm still banned. I'm still, trying to get back on.
And how long did it last for?
Almost 3 weeks.
What the fuck?
Wow.
That's insane.
So,
I did not. You cannot over-like.
Exactly. And
They got a
what's wrong?
limit.
I know. You didn't think, liking people would be a bad thing. And then we make them happy. I was like, spread your joy. And nope.
Yeah.
Instagram does not want me spreading joy.
Spread that
I'm just
motherfucker.
making people happy. What's wrong
Exactly.
with that? Hookers do it all the time.
I concur. So.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Man. We're down to 4 minutes, so
That's
Okay.
some info. Holy shit. I did not know that.
yeah. Oh, what else? What else? So, what would be your I guess your advice for beginner artists, upcoming, I should say? What would be the most important thing?
Don't take it personally, man. That's the big one. That's it.
Okay.
It's a business. You don't take it as judgment on your artwork, on yourself. With every job, usually I got to turn in 3, concept drafts. So even best case scenario, you're gonna have 2 that are gonna get rejected. And that's the one that still kills, people that, they're probably the best drawer in high school, got out in best drawer, and then they get into the, commercial business, and it doesn't matter. It's just how can they use your artwork to sell their brand? And, it has nothing to do with, technique, talent. It's just marketing. And yeah, this is the one, if you like rejection, you'll love freelance artwork. So that's
that sounds fucked up, but that is so
it does. But like I said, if you can get past it and just keep going, then you can have a career at this. That's all it is. It's just getting past the rejection and just keep going at it. And eventually you will find clients. And if you hit the deadlines, they'll hire you again. And you keep doing it, they'll recommend you to other people, and then that's how you build up a career in this industry.
That's like guys trying to get a date. Just keep on hitting on them.
You keep on.
Just
That's
keep
knocking, yeah.
Just keep on saying hello. Just keep on talking to them. Keep going. Eventually, they're gonna say hi back.
There you go. That worked too.
That's crazy though. Wow.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's the big one. Just don't take it personally. It's simple.
Just remember, it's about your artwork.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, most people, if they love it, they're gonna keep doing it, even though like they get turned down. But
Yeah, and that's
a good
that's
group
the
of
one
people.
too. If you have this desire to express yourself, great. Go get a blank canvas, knock yourself out. But if you want to work in the commercial field, you got to do what they want. Just that, or they don't pay you. That's simple.
True. All right. I think that's it
All right.
for this episode.
Any announcements?
No, I don't think we have any.
Okay.
No announcements.
No.
Well, thank you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. Taking the time to talk to us and get to know you, and for your fans to get to know you a little bit more on a personal level. So
Yeah, find out some shit.
yeah, for real,
That's amazing.
Some really good shit. So we really
Thank you.
Appreciate it. So
And this is also going to be on YouTube, so anybody watching this on YouTube, remember, like, subscribe, play with our bells to stay notified.
yes. Until then, same time, same day, Saturday. So check us out, and thank you, man, once again. It's really been a pleasure. So
Yeah, go
Thank
check
you
them out.
guys.
Definitely go check them out.
check them
You're
out.
not going to be disappointed, and if you're disappointed, that's your fucking problem.
Exactly. Nice.
All right, but until then, take it easy.
See you guys.